Oh, love that vibe. Great guitar sound. Sounds great. This is so beautiful. It's just great to hear that it's live. This is rad. This guy looks really young and actually kind of sounds really young. The tone, just the tone of his voice sounds, yeah, like it's just still maturing in a way, but I could be wrong. For all I know, I could be 30, I don't know. But his voice sounds good. His tone is lovely. He is definitely singing live. So, you know, that's right out of the gate. That's a big bravo. His accuracy is all right. I'm actually not convinced he can hear himself and the track perfectly. I think I heard him get ahead of the beat there really quick, which I'm not poking him. I'm more, that's always an indication to me whenever I hear slight pitch stuff, and then when you add in the timing stuff, you know, and using these is a really different experience than either singing without amplification or when you're used to singing with a wedge. These guys that play these big shows quite often, I know they get used to this, but it is, if you're working with a technician who doesn't know how you like it, or especially when you're doing a show with a whole bunch of artists, lots of moving parts, it doesn't always get exactly dialed in. I've spoken with some artists who play some really, really big shows, and they bring their technician around with them. And even that can be imperfect simply because the room is funnier. It's an outdoor show and it's echoing back weird, or it's not echoing back weird. So I think the singer is doing a great job. I just am speculating that I'm not sure if he's hearing exactly what he needs to or wants to. You know, I'm all for singers just singing. That's very much more what I do. But it's funny having just watched Henry and then watching this. I have to admit, going from Henry to this, you do feel we definitely don't have the full entertainment value, do we? And it's not even that Henry was dancing. And part of it is that he can move from instrument to instrument, of course. But this fellow definitely doesn't quite have the presence, does he? That Henry does. But perhaps he's just young and he will grow. Or perhaps this is his shtick. This just, you know, more rooted in just one stance in the vocals. But Henry felt pretty sparkly compared to this. There is a lot. This song is probably a lot more vocally involved than what Henry did. Just to give this guy some credit.
的问题是你不觉得我有问题？能不能再一点你的声音，算我没出息。
She, hear that little bounce? I love hearing those details from singers, especially when we're going to have a long held note. It's nice to fill it with a detail different than just throwing some vibrato in. A long hold, a little interruption, and more hold. That's a really great detail.
就让这大雨全都落下，都让你看不见我脸上的挣扎，都结束吧，说心里话，那个最自私的人是你吗？难过只写在我手机，剩的还需要你忘记，快走吧。我晚点就回家，存在的平行时空里，没有海也没有陆地，只有不间断的雨季。雨点落下的声音，有种寂寞的频率，声音可以弱化掉所有情绪。
Nice.
就让这大雨全都落下，经历的美好都要付一点代价，会后悔吗？会怀念吗
？You know, we are hearing some intonation issues, some pitch issues, but I don't think he has a lick of editing or help on this. So I guess it's just worth pointing out that this is blank. This is just him, what we're hearing. There's no help. It is a little unstable. It's a little pretty consistently unstable, but he's definitely working it. And I heard when he went up into his falsetto there, it was kind of a nice reset for him. I don't know. I think he's doing it.
你都不痛不痒吧，不如就这样不讲话，省得让气氛更尴尬。过往吗？眼泪是心疼吗？Hello， 大家好。说到毕业，我觉得可能散伙饭对于很多人都是很重要的。那么我的
For whatever reason, I didn't think he would speak so authoritatively and confidently. This is cool.
他呢，其实就是我没有去参加我大学毕业的散伙饭。不过好在后面我们很多同学都在北京，所以我们一起吃了很多顿散伙饭。不过我觉得青春里面没有什么好遗憾的，因为向前看，我们会知道我们的青春还长着呢。下面一首歌叫做《梗》，送给你们。
Is he gonna sing again?
你还有遗憾吗？你敢不敢回答？又是一年盛夏，会偶尔想我吗？你还有遗憾吗？为什么不说话？我真讨厌长大，学会了隐藏自己情绪的办法。或许结局，我们不能一起。许是我没那么好的运气。
This is quite low. This section is quite low for his range. And it seems like the last note of each phrase, yeah, the intonation is a little tricky.
陪你，你像一的雨，就笑一笑吧，擦一擦眼泪吧。
I'm wondering if this song is gonna get where he's gonna jump up the octave and sing really high, or else I'm not understanding why they put this song in such a low key. So that's my guess, is that there's gonna be a big jump where he does a lift, because this is really low for him.
你会和我吗？至少别忘了吧。其实每个人都有属于自己心里的朱砂，只不过有些人假装忘了吧。你还有遗憾吗？你敢不敢回答？有时一念生下，你会偶尔想我吗？你还有遗憾吗？为什么不说话？趁讨厌长大，学会了隐藏自己情绪的办法。默默守着电话，心里的泪一直下。那是耿耿于怀，伤疤未结痂。
Well, he's definitely not being lazy. I think he's bringing lots of energy. But yeah, we just heard a pretty rough patch pitch-wise. I will continue to believe that perhaps he can't hear himself as well as he needs to. I'm not sure. Maybe his voice is fatigued too. Just based on the ends of the phrases. Maybe tired voice. Good. Good. Good.
趁讨厌长大，要怎样让你相信我说的谎话
？He's 33. Does he look 33?
No, and he sounds really young and inexperienced to me. That's really wild. Is he newer to the scene? How does a professional singer choose what key to sing a song in? I'm going to show you. I'm going to start in the original key and test the verse, chorus, and bridge, and shift the key around until I'm happy. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Pretty low. 'Cause I give you all. That section is meant to be airy and floaty and high, so that didn't really work. Cards on the table. That section is supposed to be the apex of tension and strength. That's not very high or tense for me. So let's take the song up 2 semitones. Drawing me in and you kicking me out. That's a little better, 'cause I give you all. A little better, but not necessarily high and floaty. Cards on the table. Again, it's a little better, but I wouldn't say it's the apex of excitement in my voice. Next, I'm going to move it up another 2 semitones and see how that feels. Drawing me in and you kicking me out. 'Cause I give you all. That's it's starting to feel kind of floaty and nice. I don't mind it. Cards on the table. I chose that key. It felt warm and similar to the energy of the original. It's important to note that every singer has a different range and their own preferences for how they like to use and hear their voice. So move it up, move it down, try everything.